Hey guys, thanks for joining me. This is Angie at ChicnScratch, and today is Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. If you're watching this live, let me know if you can hear me. And I don't think I see any thumbs up yet. Okay, there we go. Carol and Pat, good evening. Let me take this off here. Huh, okay. Let's see. What have I done here? Okay, well, give me a second. It looks like I need to adjust my camera, right? Let's see. How do I do this? Here we go. How about that? How's that? Oh, ruh-roh. Sorry, guys. You can tell I wasn't here last week, right? Okay. Is that okay? Let's see. Let me move this. Make sure everything is straight. Is it straight? Is my camera straight? No. Hold on. Okay, if you get motion sickness, look away for a second. Okay. Hold my breath. How are y'all doing? I hope you guys had a fabulous Thanksgiving. Ours was a little crazy. I think some of you guys were here last week. Some of you were not. So what's new? Father-in-law's doing okay. 3 trips to the emergency room in 1 week's time. But he's okay. Yeah. Still dealing with blood clots. Okay, so tonight we're making a super simple project. I don't think I've made this on a video in a couple years. I make these every single year, and I've had lots of requests for the calendar, so I'm very sorry that it took me so long to get it, but we're going to make it tonight, and we're actually going to go ahead and cut the calendar on screen as well because it's a super simple project. Yeah, so this is a coaster. I do sell them on my website until I run out of them. This is the 4-inch lightweight. Yeah, you can use medium weight as well or heavyweight. This one is an easel type card. I do have a video on my website. I just took off last year's. It's fallen apart because I just took off last year's calendar and threw this on here really quickly today. But that was a super cute project. This is using all current product. Okay, let me give you guys the link to the live chick candy. And my calendar file is free, but it does require you cutting it. So I've been making these available for years and years and years. I was charging for them. The last couple years I've given them away for free. So it's free again this year. It's just a download, but you do have to log in to your account. And if you don't have an account, just create an account. All you need is an email address, but make sure you enter the right email address because you'd be surprised at how many people have typos in their email. So if you have a typo, it's not going to work. Okay, so let me pin that link. Okay, so if you're on YouTube, the link for the live prizes tonight is at the very top. If you're on Facebook, I posted that for you earlier. Okay, let's see, where am I going to put this? Let me get it out of the way. Now let me show you the prizes. I'm so glad you like them. Okay, so you do have to be present to win. I say this every week. So if there's anybody on here tonight that's new, let me know. Let us know. Everyone likes to say welcome. Okay, so we're giving away 3 prizes tonight. Okay, 3. Or I could do this. Okay, so option number 1 is a pack of cardstock, a full pack of cardstock. The color choices are Smoky Slate, Lost Lagoon, Old Olive, and Poppy Parade. I purchased a lot of cardstock in advance for my card club back when I did it. And since I'm not doing card club, I have a lot of cardstock. So that's why I'm making this an option every week. So option number 1 is a pack of cardstock. Option number 2 is either this trinket tray or this somewhat not perfect Kansas City Chiefs trinket basket. Okay, so that's option 2. Option 3 is peppermints or a chick stand. Okay, so those are our live prizes. We will give these away at the very, very, very end. Okay, and I'll show the YouTube or the regular chick candy in just a little bit. So if you're just now joining us, this is the project that we're making tonight. And this is a free download. And this beautiful paper is called Peaceful Gardens. I think that's what it's called, right? Let me check really quick. Peaceful Garden, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is hop over to my blog and you're going to download the calendar file. And the cutting of this seems a little bit crazy. I designed this calendar, I don't even know how many years ago. It's been a really long time. But the cutting of it is a little wonky wonk. But it works. And people have used it for a very long time. I honestly don't know how to change up the cutting to make it any simpler. I don't even know how I came up with this. I don't even know how I came up with it all those years ago, but I'm just saying it works. So if it doesn't float your boat, you can buy calendars online for free. They might just have different measurements than this one. So I'm going to go through the cutting part of it. So when you log in and add this to your cart, like I said, it's free. You have 3 downloads, January through June, July through December, and then the cutting instructions. I will tell you, it's easier to watch the video than reading the instructions. Let's see. I saw one question. Deborah asked, do I think that Card Club will return at some point? I will say that the last time I met the surgeon, he said that if I continue doing what I've always done, then I'm going to end up right back in the same boat. And it also kind of depends on which type of surgery that I have. Like, are they going to use metal? Are they going to use cadaver bone? I don't want to have my throat cut a second time. So I don't know. I'm certainly no spring chicken. I'd never like to say never. And sales are like not even existent. It's not even worth talking about. So, I mean, I may not have a choice. I might have to. Well, I can't. Yeah, my health is going to have to come first from this point forward. So I'm not going to say no, but I am going to say there's a huge chance that maybe not, because I don't want another surgery like this. Okay, this guillotine cutter is forever old. I'm sorry, it should be cleaned. I should get my alcohol wipes and clean it, but it still works, right? Yeah. Okay, so step number 1, and we can follow along to these instructions, or you can watch the video. And I have a couple different videos. So the first step is you're going to turn it so that the top of the calendar is to your right, and then you're going to cut at 10 inches. Now, I may mess this up since I'm talking at the same time. I'm going to hope not, but I might. And ignore my stomach. I have been sick. Every time I talk to y'all, something is going on. I've been sick for like 3 Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today's day 4. I think I got a stomach bug or I got food poisoning. Okay, so the next cut is going to be at, so January's at the top, and we're going to cut this at 4 1/4. Then we're going to turn January upside down, and we're going to cut this at 3 3/8. Then we're going to take January and put it back up at the top, and we're going to cut at 3 1/4. Okay, that's how it looks. You can see I'm a smidge off. Sometimes I can't see real well. Okay, then you're going to keep January on the left, and you're going to cut it to measure 2 3/4. So there's the first month. You're going to put March on the right side, and you're going to cut this at 7 1/8. And then turn it so that March is on your left and cut it to measure 2 3/4. May is going to be on your right, and you're going to cut at 4 1/4, and then turn it so that the head is at the left, and you're going to cut it to measure 2 3/4. So January, March, and May are ready. Now, for February, April, and June, you're going to cut this at 3 3/8. And then turn February upside down and cut it at 3 1/4. Then February is going to go on your left and cut at 2 3/4. April is going to be on your right, cut at 7 1/8, and then turn so that April is on your left and cut at 2 3/4. June is going to be on your right and cut at 4 1/4, and then turn it so that it's on the left, and you're going to cut at 2 3/4. So our first sheet is done. Okay, you're going to do the same exact thing for July through December. So that's the July and August are going to be at the top, and you're going to cut this at 10 inches. And then I think I'm having fusion surgery, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I know they're going to cut and repair C5 and C6 and C6 and C7. Yeah. Okay. Then July and August are at the top. You're going to cut at 4 1/4. You're going to turn July upside down, and you're going to cut at 3 3/8. I had to think about that for a second. And then you're going to turn July at the top, and you're going to cut at 3 1/4. July is going to be on your left, and you're going to cut at 2 3/4. September is going to be on your right. You're going to cut at 7 1/8. September is going to be on your left and cut at 2 3/4. November is going to be on your right, 4 1/4. November back to your left, 2 3/4. August is at the top, and you're going to cut at 3 3/8. August is at the bottom, and you're going to cut at 3 1/4. August is on your left, 2 3/4. October is on your right, and and you're going to cut at 7 1/8. October's on your left. Ooh, I messed up. And you're going to cut at 2 3/4. Let's just fix this real quick. I don't know what I did. I did something. Ruh-roh. Hold on. Hopefully that's going to line up. I told you I would probably mess up cutting since I'm live, but I don't know. Okay, December's going to be on your left. No, on your right. December's on your right, and you're going to cut at 4 1/4, and then turn it so that it's at the left, and 2 3/4. We're done cutting. I'm laughing because I don't know how in the world I designed this calendar umpteen years ago. I have no clue. I know that I did it. I'm no spring chicken anymore. So who knows how I did it. Okay, so December. Whoops, November. I think I got a little cattywampus on those final months. October, September, August, July, June, May, April, March, February, and January. Okay. A couple of these, I think it's August. Is it August? See, I can see where I didn't cut it properly. So this is supposed to measure 3. Ooh. I think it's supposed to measure 3 1/4, right? Yeah, okay. So when you're all said and done, the calendar measures, let's see. Oh, wait, it's on that PDF here. Your calendar is going to measure 3 1/4 by 2 3/4. Okay. Now, in the years past, I've used brads. I couldn't think of the name of them. I have used brads over the years, but to hold them together. So if you have some, certainly use them. But I'm going to use my stapler and staple it at the top. And oh goodness gracious, that's a little crooked. Well, we'll make it work. Will we make it work? I don't know. We'll try to make it work. If it doesn't work, then we can start over, right? I just remembered that I need another piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. Okay, hold on a second. Y'all are still there, right? Okay. Sorry, now I got to reposition my my pillow here, because if I don't have this pillow, I can't go live. My shoulder blades hurt so bad. So I look kind of ridiculous getting back in my chair. So Valerie says, how do you create an account? All you have to do is enter your email address. When I'm done, okay, hold on. When I'm done, I'll go through the process really quick. I'll do a screen share. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had terrible weather yesterday. Terrible, terrible. I think it snowed like 6 inches. And it was so cold. Okay. This punch is called, what's it called? The Hole Punch Assortment. So there's a set of 3 punches. And the reason I use this is because I wanted to cover up the staple. Now, you don't have to, but it's just kind of my nature to cover up stuff if I can. And that's just going to look really funny with a crooked line, right? But I think we can, yeah, we can make it work. See? We just need a little bit of liquid glue. And let me get this because I think it's easier. Whoa! Holy smokes. Let's see. I need to... That's crazy. That is a lot of glue. I'm spreading it out because I clearly don't need that much, right? Okay, so I'm going to take this little teeny tiny piece here. Use my putty end of my Take Your Pick tool. And just brush on a little bit of liquid glue. That tapping noise you guys hear, it's the snow finally melting and it's hitting the gutter. It's like tap, 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 tap. Okay. We're going to set this aside and let that glue dry. And then now we're going to work on the coaster part. So I've cut this beautiful paper down to measure 4 by 4. And like I said, I'm using the lightweight. I normally kind of use the medium weight, but the lightweight works too. I think I've mentioned this before, that once I'm out of stock of the coasters, I'm no longer going to carry them. I think I have 23 packs of the lightweight and 23 packs of the medium weight, and then the 4-inch ones will be gone. I have more inventory of the circles and the rectangles. Sorry, I can't talk and do this at the same time, can I? Normally I can. Okay, so now I use liquid glue, and I really like using liquid glue because it allows you to shift your paper. Well, I say that, but it allows you to shift it before it dries. It will rip off. Absolutely. Yep. You'll have to replace it or just live with the staple. Yep. In the past, I've used embellishments to cover it up. That's why using brads really works best. But we don't actually carry any brads. So, yeah. We don't carry any brads. I could actually look online for a source. Maybe I'll make myself a note to do that. Okay, now I'm going to take a sanding block, which is also a nail buffing file thingy. Nail buffer, right? And I'm just going to sand the edges. Okay. Now you can decorate the backside too if you want. I don't usually, but you could if you wanted to. Okay, so that part's done. Now you're going to take your calendar and mount it. Some people that make these, they never actually They never actually use them. They just look at them. And then some people do use them. So like I said, brads work really well so that you just rip it. You could also put, okay, this liquid glue came out a lot earlier, and then now all of a sudden it's decided to not. That is so strange. I've never seen liquid glue do that before. Hold on. Let me put the lid back on, and I'm going to give it a good shake. Gosh. Something's wrong with this glue. Maybe it got cold. This is where I need my little silicone brush thingy. Oh, here it is. Perfect. I've probably ruined December now. Truth be told. Don't do what I did. Yeah, make sure your liquid glue is working. Yes, lots of people have put magnets on the back. They've shared pictures with me where they've put this on their fridge. If you go over to my blog and look, you'll see all the years that I've done coaster calendars. And then sometimes, technically, look, here's what you could do, is you could use your clip, but then it's kind of, so Pamela says she sold a lot of these at craft fairs. That makes my heart so happy to hear. Yes, lots of people used to make these for craft fairs. You could use the bigger binder clip. Pam, did you cover your binder clip with designer series paper like I showed you to way back in the day? So long time ago, I used to cover the binder clip, and we would use the larger one. And so that's okay. So look, if you wanted to not use that, and I believe the designer series paper, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 3x1. Hold on. My big huge water bottle. I'm looking for another piece of the paper. So I'll show you how I cover that. We're just making changes right smack dab in the middle of the video. Paper cutter. Okay, I probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well, it's done. Okay, so 1 inch. I think it's 1 inch by 3 inches, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. We'll see. Sorry, a lot of clanking going on. So let's see. Is this, well, it could be a little bit bigger. The measurements are wrong. It's not 1 by 3. So what is it? Do I have another trimmer? I do. I have my, no, I don't. It's upstairs. Grr. Okay, let's get this rascal back out again. What does it measure? So this is 1 1/4. So it's going to be 1 1/8. And what about the other measurement? Okay, 1 1/8 by what? 1 1/8. 1 1/8. And then fold it over, fold it over. So what is that? Hold on. So this is, so let's try 3. If it's not right, no, 3's not it. Let's try 2. Okay, what was that? What did I cut that at? So, okay, so that measures like 1/16 shy of 1 1/4. So that would be 1 3/16 by 2. So 1 3/16 by 2. Yeah. Okay. So now we'll just glue that on. Make sure you have it where you want it before you glue it down, right? Y'all are probably saying, goodness gracious, this is not even the same project now, right? Okay, so now the other change that we're making is this beautiful ribbon that's on sale today. This is called the Misty Moonlight Silver Edge Ribbon. And when I was making this project today, I forgot that I had this ribbon. So when I looked in my drawer, I didn't have it in there. And then when I was cleaning up my desk, I was like, oh my goodness, there's that beautiful ribbon. And if you buy the silver binder clips instead of the black ones, then, oops, then it even coordinates even better, right? Now this covers up the, well, that ain't gonna work. What I used to do, here's what I used to do back in the day. Ruh-roh. Did y'all see that? Now, I don't know if this matches better or not. It seems a little light, doesn't it? Okay, come on. My scissors need to be sharpened, I do believe. Okay, make this a little bit smaller. I don't know. What do y'all think? Which one do you like better? This is a little cattywampus. And I still like putting the little rhinestones on on the sides. This ribbon has the same on both sides. Yeah, that's what makes it so beautiful, right? It's the same on each side. I was just trying to figure out if I could put that ribbon somewhere else. Sometimes we have, like, when we have really big, thick ribbon, really beautiful, thick, like wide ribbon, not big, but wide, it looks really good on the coasters. You'll see that on some of my past projects if you use the search box. Okay, so if you decide to make this version, all you need is these binder clips, and there's a link in the description for these. And then you just clip it on the top and add your ribbon with a mini glue dot. You saw how I just made this one. Now these also, you can, if you want to put like a pin or a nail on your wall, like you can hang this. Like that. Yeah. So both of these will hang as well. So cute, right? Now this one, there is a video on my blog for it. I think I made this originally in like 2022 or 23. So if you want to use cardstock and you want to make an easel where it stands, you can do that as well. Okay. Yes. So Gidget says, where did I get these pockets? And yes, I got them on Amazon. I can get you that link. I think I can get it pretty quickly. Let me see. Let's see. Embellishment pocket. Is that what it's called? Yeah, here we go. Copy and paste. Okay, so there's the link to it. So I'm going to look now for some questions, and then we'll do the chick candy and all of that stuff. But I wanted to look. I wasn't really looking at the comments too much because I was making the project, right? So I'm going to look up really quick. Liz says that Misty Moonlight in silver is her favorite. It's just such a rich color, isn't it? Man, this is really bright. Hopefully it's not too light. Scissors. Yes. Let's see. Here's the link to the scissors. Lisa. Oh, goodness. What did I just do? Command C. Command V. Okay, there's the scissors. I probably should have typed scissors, right? So y'all like the darker ribbon instead of the lighter ribbon. Yeah, I kind of think I think that this is Misty Moonlight, but I think it's a little light. And this paper actually has Secret Sea, Misty Moonlight, and the cloud cover colors. Yeah. So I think that's why you like the darker ribbon better, is because that color is in here. Deborah got her chick candy yesterday. That sure took a while, didn't it? I'm just happy you got it. We currently have no mailman. Linda asked, where do I get my coasters? I actually sell them on my website, on my blog. So, yeah, I sell them on my blog until I run out of them, and then I won't be purchasing those again, just because over the years they are not as popular as they once was. And yeah, I'll be phasing them out. So I'm going to give you that link to the coasters. So Command C. Oh, and let me type this. Let me type coasters, so that way you'll know which of these is. There you go. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do now is go ahead and show the winner for last week's Chick Candy, which is behind me. Uh-oh, come back here. So I was at the lake house last Tuesday when I went live and I shared everything. So last week's Chick Candy was this fabric basket, the peppermints, the twine, and a wink of Stella. And if the winner doesn't want the fabric item, you can always tell me to re-gift it. Like if fabric stuff doesn't float your boat, then you can always tell me to re-gift it. Okay. So our winner for this is I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. Julaine Stachevich? Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Okay, if you are the winner, I do need you to claim your prize. And then here's the form for you to fill out. Okay, so this is the winner. Here's the form. You have 30 days to claim it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the new one. I'm not sewing anything right now because of my upcoming surgery. So, which is computer work, like using my arms and my shoulders and what have you, hurts a lot. So that's why I've been behind on everything. So I'm kind of digging through my stash and getting things I've sewn in the past. The only thing I've sewn recently is those little trinket baskets, and I only made 4. Okay, so this week I'm going to be giving away this Ho 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 refill kit. So it does not have the stamps because this is the refill kit, and I actually have a ton of these. I'm not sure why I bought a bunch. There was a reason. This fabric tray that I made, the peppermints, and another wink of Stella. I bought a bunch of these as well. So all you have to do to enter to win this is leave a comment on this video after the video is ended. And you have until next Monday evening to leave a comment to enter to win. Okay? So super simple. Just leave a comment on this video. I also have a favor. If y'all know of a better way for me to do giveaways other than this, give me a suggestion. Yeah, I love hearing other suggestions. So we've done this for a while now. I was doing Chick Candy on my blog, and then I moved it to YouTube. But I'm always open to other ideas. I just need some suggestions. So yeah, email me. Let me know. So before we do our live prizes, I told you guys last week that I was going to do a much better job of showing the gifts that I've received. And I just happened to receive a gift while I was gone. Kara, I know you were on here earlier. Hopefully you're still here. So I got my mail from last week. My neighbor luckily got my stuff for me. Not my mail, but all my packages. And so I squealed with delight when I opened up the mail. This is what Kara sent me. She made this. She cross-stitched this. Isn't it so cute? And then she lined it with, I've already forgot the name of the fabric, but this fabric. So isn't this so cute? I just love it. And Kara, you know I will keep it forever. I kept the very first bag you made me long time ago. I still got it, and I'll keep this one too. So cute. It makes me want to cross stitch, but I just don't know that my eyes can handle it. And then this is the beautiful card that she sent me. And then She sent me her bottle. Look at the cats. I wanted this so bad. I missed out on the Fat Quarter Shop Halloween special box. I always get their special Halloween boxes because I love Halloween. And I missed the sign up this year and I missed it. So when Kara told me that she had it and she had this bottle, I was like, oh, I want it. And she sent it to me. So thank you. Yes, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now we're going to do our live prizes. And you've got about 30 seconds, maybe a minute. It might take me a minute to get the to get all the entries pulled. Kathy, I saw your comment earlier. I'm so sorry I missed last night. Like I said, I have had a stomach bug ever since Saturday evening. And yeah, there was absolutely no way I would be able to go attend anything last night. I'm happy to say today I'm better. Yeah, I was going to actually go to the walk-in clinic today because I was thinking I had food poisoning. Okay, so the options again, before I go pull the entries, is option 1 is cardstock. You get to choose your color. And if you win, just say cardstock. And then you can tell me later which color you want. Option 2 is the fabric item. You can just say fabric. And then you can tell me which one you want. So it's, look, there's Chris Jones. Let's see, where's Travis Kelce? Here's Patrick Mahomes. Well, maybe Travis Kelce's not on this one. Oh, yep, there he is. Look. Anyway, so fabric. And then the third option is either the peppermints or the chick stand. Okay. So give me a second and I'm going to go close the form and I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen so that y'all can see the winners. We have 168 entries. And I'm going to download those now. Today's date is 12/2. Okay, a couple more seconds. And I'm just, okay. Somebody's name is, I'm laughing because somebody's name is just one letter. And y'all are going to see it on the screen. Okay, what am I doing? I'm copying these into Wheel of Names. That's what I'm doing. Oh my gosh, my colors are back. I'm so excited. Last week was a hot, hot mess. Okay, let's see. Where are y'all? Here y'all are. And okay, so what is a chick stand? Here is my very used chick stand. And what it does is it's just a paper piercer stand. So this is the take your pick tool, which is really big. So I just keep putting it in the same hole. But in the old days when we had the paper piercer, this is when I created it. You can also travel with it if you just poke it in its side. But it just keeps your pokey tools right on your desk. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen. Turn my volume up and share screen. Can y'all see it? Here we go. Ruh-roh. I don't know if I have any post-it notes. Okay, Lana, you are the winner. I think you won not that long ago, but that's okay. So Let me stop sharing the screen. You have 3 minutes to claim your prize. Cardstock, fabric, or embellishments, or chick stand. Okay? So congrats. Which item would you like? So Carrie says she's had her chick stand for 10 plus years. That's amazing. Yeah, I've been selling them a long time. Unfortunately, I had just made a really big, huge order, right? Okay, she wants cardstock. So now let us know which color you would like, and I will remove the cardstock from the offering. And then now I'll share my screen again and draw the next winner. Okay. There we go. Okay, Nancy, congrats. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. Nancy, you have 3 minutes to claim your prize. Which item would you like? Okay, she wants the Lagoon cardstock. Okay. So congrats to Nancy. Which item would you like, Nancy? You want the fabric tray. Okay, so I'm assuming you want the gingerbread one, right? If not, let me know. Okay, let's share the screen again. Thank you guys for being so prompt tonight. So share my screen. And here goes the final winner. Maria? That's kind of loud, isn't it? Was that thingy loud? Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen. I'm going to set the timer. You have 3 minutes, Maria, to let me know if you want the peppermints or the chick stand. And where am I? There you are. You're welcome. Yeah, people are really prompt tonight. Hi, Margaret. How are you doing? Okay, so Maria, and I just need to know if you want peppermints or chick stand. This one's got a little bite out of it, so I'll make sure I send you one that doesn't have a little bite out of it. It's not a bite. It looks like it just got dinged. Yeah, so we're waiting to hear from Maria which item she wants. And while we're waiting, I'm going to look back and see if I can see some of the other questions. Oh, so Lori says she can't hear the... Okay, you'll take the chick stand. Awesome. Okay, you got it. So for our winners, don't forget, I need you guys to fill out this claim form so that I can mail your prizes. Okay? That's all I ask in return is that you fill out my form. Yeah, everybody was really prompt tonight. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so now David's not here right now, so I've got I can chit chat for a little bit. So everyone's saying that they don't hear the spin sounds anymore. That's really interesting. I wonder if I did something wrong on my settings. Let's see. After the span, animate the winning entry. Yes. Launch the confetti. Yes. Display pop-up with message and display the remove button. Yeah, I did all of that. What about during the span? Make a ticking sound is checked. Yes. Show the title. Yes. And spin for 10 seconds. Well, I don't know. My surgery is Thursday, December 11th. It was just tonight. Hey, Kara. Okay, how do you create an account? Okay, so let me share my screen really quick and we'll go over that. So let me pull up my website and then I will do a screen share to show you how to create an account. Okay, you can see my blog now. So if you're on your mobile device, things look a little bit different, but you can click on Chick Shop. I don't know if you can see Chick Shop. Let me bring this down a bit. So right here, next to Help Desk is Chick Shop. So click on Chick Shop. And then I'm just pretending like you guys are buying the not buying, you're doing the calendar, right? Okay. So here's the calendar. It's under miscellaneous. And then click on the calendar. So I'm going to add it to the cart. So right here, add to cart. And then now you can see up here at the very top that I have, you can see it here, you can see it right here on the side, or you can see it up here. There's two places you can see it. So I'm going to click View Cart. And then you go through the process of checking out. So you click on Proceed to Checkout, and then it says right here, returning customers, click here to log in. If you don't have an account, then you just start filling all of this out and then place the order. It's free. So when you place the order, as you'll see, you won't be filling out any credit card information because the calendar's free. But you do have to fill out all of your information, your first name, your last name, your street address, your email address. Confirm your email address because, like I said, you'd be surprised at how many people even today already filled out the wrong email address. So once you complete the process and you click place the order, it automatically pops up where you can download the file. You also get an email where you can download the calendar file. So it's that easy. Yeah. But check your spam folder too, because if you use Hotmail or MSN for email, they block me. AOL blocks me too. So Hotmail, AOL, MSN, they block my stuff. But if you create your account, then you can, because once you do this process here, see right here it says create account. So you click that button. I forgot to mention that. Click that button, create an account, okay? And then when you do this, it'll ask for you to choose your password, okay? If you don't create that, you'll have to do it afterwards. Yeah. Okay. Any questions about that? Let me stop sharing the screen and see if there's any questions. Hopefully that made sense. I will be here next week because it will be the final one before my surgery. It will probably be a quick get her done project. I had said that I was going to try to do some videos while I was away. To be honest, guys, I have got to get my Christmas shopping done. I've got so much to do before my surgery, and I don't like, I used to work like 60 hours a week. I used to be able to get like so much done. I can't do that because of the medicine I'm on and because of the pain. I am not working at even a quarter of the capacity that I used to. So I'm sorry. I would love to do some pre-recorded videos because I know I'm not showing you guys much to even purchase. But I have to get my Christmas stuff done because I'm not going to be able to shop after my surgery. So I'm trying to get everything done beforehand. And like I said, I'm only working like 2 days a week and not even full days. But I'm hoping that after surgery, things will be back to normal, right? Rena says, I had an account before the email went bad, had to create a new one. If you want, just send me an email and I'll be happy to look at it for you. So here's my email. And yeah, I can pull up your account information. So it's helpdesk@chickenscratch.com. Okay, there's my email, right? Helpdesk. Yeah. And you know, if I can just pop in and say hello and you guys are okay with that, then I'll be happy to do that because I think I should be able to talk. I mean, it depends. I know he said that I could have a sore throat, or not a sore throat, but my voice could be different for a bit. Yeah. But yeah, so like if I get cards or whatever, I'll show those as well. So like last week, I just went live for an hour and shared projects, right? Or not shared projects, shared my the cards I received. But that was like 6 months worth of cards. Yeah. How to order a chick stand. If you go to the chick shop, actually I can just give you the link to it, to be honest, because it's really easy. And you have your option of ordering 1 or 2 or, let's see, what do I offer? I offer 1, 2, or 10. Some people like to give them as gifts for their downline and what have you. So believe it or not, I actually do sell 10 quite often. There we go. Yeah, so I will, if you follow me on my Facebook business page, the ChicnScratch business page, I will try to post there what's going on. Y'all know my phone is not that far away from me. I don't even like not having my phone with me. So I will check in and let you guys know when I'm feeling well enough to say, okay, the surgery's done and all is well. Kathy says she is a week post-op and she's going to bed. I hope you're doing okay, Kathy. Yeah, I can't remember if I told you about my father-in-law. It's like 3 trips to the emergency room in exactly, well, it was in 6 days. Yeah, so I'll be here next Tuesday. I'm going to look at some of the questions and comments really quick too. Someone said, could I share the link for the scissors again? Absolutely. Yep, because I have it right here, so not a problem. Here we go. Scissors. Copy. Yeah, sorry I get a little emotional talking about the surgery and not being able to see you guys. I've been doing this for so long. I do have a lot of old videos. Thank you for saying that, Peggy. I do. I have, what, 1,500 videos on YouTube? I think it's 1,500. It's been a while since I looked at the number, but yeah, I have a lot. And guess what? This project was one that I made so many years ago, but because y'all have been asking me for the calendar file, I was like, well, I got to show you how to make the calendar, right? I guess I could have pointed you towards an older video, but we have all new product. And this paper is so beautiful. I am trying to work on the paper charts, but the cutting of the paper, it really hurts. So that's why I don't think I've told y'all why I haven't done them, but it's like using the big, huge paper cutter, it's too much for me. Okay, let's see. I'm just looking to see if I have any other questions. I told you about the chick stand, and I gave the date of my surgery. I'm just kind of scrolling back and trying to pick up on any questions. So Kathy mentioned earlier about the twine, and this is something I used to do for a long time. Let's see if I can find it. So another really handy tool. Okay, ignore the hot mess of the twine. Another really cool thing to do is to put your twine on here, and then it really, okay, that's a bad example because that twine got jacked up. So here's one. Okay, so it's like I don't know what you call that. You know what I'm talking about? What is that called when you, it's like, I don't know. I forgot I used to do that, right? Let's see. Let's see. What's for dinner, Becky? David's not here, so probably ramen noodles. Ramen noodles are for dinner. A cup of ramen noodles. Yeah, a cup of ramen noodles. Okay, I think I've answered everything. If I didn't, you guys can always send me an email. I shared that email earlier. Thank you so much for your prayers and blessings for my surgery. Yes, I'm very nervous about it. Spool holder. Yes, that's right. Spool holder, right? Yes. Becky, yes, you can call me. Absolutely. Yep. I'll be here. If you have a local printing company that may cut for you, that is a good idea. Yeah, I just wonder if they would charge me an arm and a leg, right? Oh, so the scissors, let me go look at that link I gave you because, okay, maybe this is a different pair of scissors that I gave you. Give me 1 second and I'll check that. Hopefully you're still here. Okay, let me see. As you can see, I have 2 pair. I think, wow, goodness gracious, I cannot believe how expensive these things are now. They used to be like $7. Now they're $21. But let me tell you, they are worth it. These have never been sharpened, ever. They've never been sharpened. What does that tell you? And y'all see me cut paper and ribbon with these every week. It's because they're made with titanium. So these are the 8-inch. So that is the exact link that I gave you is the 8-inch. And you want, these are bent. Don't get the straight. I didn't like the straight. Yeah, get the bent. So you can see this curve. So that link I gave you is the exact ones that I have right here. These are 8-inch and they're ergonomic comfort. Yeah, ergonomic. Why do I have both in here? Because I had keep one in the other room with my sewing stuff, and then I forget that I you know, brought both of them in here. Can you cut both calendar pages together? You can, yes. But be careful because the paper slips, right? Yeah. Sue asked about the calendar pages on cardstock or printer paper. Sue, I'll tell you, in the past, I used to always use cardstock, and it works so much better if you print the calendar on cardstock. The printer paper is a little thin, and that's why you can see that some of them are a little off, but printing them on cardstock makes them look perfect. Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Ramona. I appreciate that. Kathy says she has 3 pair of the scissors. And Joan says she has the small one of those. Thanks, Pauline. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know why they've gone up. Sometimes you can find them at your local stores also. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Oh, it's been an hour and 11 minutes. Okay, well, you guys have a great night. I'll see you next Tuesday, same time, same place. Have a great week. See you later. You're welcome.